All right, friends, today I want to talk about investing back into your business and really when to invest, because I think a lot of teachers either spend way too much money too early in their business or they refuse to spend anything and then they stay stuck forever. So I want to talk about how do you decide if you need a course, if you need coaching, or if you just need to put your head down and get the work done.
Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path, creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
First of all, I actually think that the real question is not, should I invest? I think the real question is, what do I actually need to know right now? What is the thing that I don't understand? What is the thing that I am stuck on? Because I really never suggest that you go out there and purchase something before you even know what your problem is. That's like when a student raises their hand and says, I don't get it. I need help. Okay, help with what? Do you not understand the question? Do you not understand a certain word? Did you not read the directions, right? So I need something specific. Y'all, business is the exact same way. I once heard a coach that said if he couldn't figure something out in 30 minutes, then he would pay someone to help him with it, okay? If he genuinely tried for 30 minutes, he Googled, watched a video, played around with it, and then he still couldn't figure it out, then he needed to spend money. But only after 30 minutes of him being stuck. That was the only time that he would invest. And I love that because a lot of times we stay stuck for days on the exact same problem because we don't want to pay someone to help us solve the problem, right? Or we might go the other way around and say, I have no idea what to do. Throw your hands up into the air and go pay somebody a lot of money to solve a problem that you may or may not even have, okay? So I say always start free. Google it, YouTube it, ChatGPT it, listen to podcasts, download freebies, play around with it, start acting. Because when you start acting, that's when you figure out what you actually need. You don't know what you need until you actually start working through the problems, okay? If you teach math, you know exactly what I am talking about. All right, so let's say you want to open a TPT store. You're just now getting started. You have an idea, you have a niche, but you have no idea where to start. In that case, I would not suggest that you go buy a $2,000 coaching program. You don't even know what you need yet. So I say start free. Do the research, open the store, create the first product, make the first cover, upload it. And then when you get stuck, now you have a problem to solve. And that problem could be something like, how do I write the description? How do I improve my SEO? How do I get my product seen? How do I design better previews? That's when a course might make sense. A self-paced course is usually the most inexpensive way to learn a specific skill. But again, only after you have identified the skill gap. All right. Now let's say that you've already opened your store, you've got products, your covers look good, you're emailing, your sales are going up, but you're like my client whose thought was, maybe I just need to optimize more. Y'all, I looked at this person's store and it was beautiful. Her pricing was solid. She was emailing twice a week. Her sales were steadily increasing, but she thought that she needed more optimization. But when I looked at everything, I saw that there was nothing broken. She did not need another course or more strategy. She just needed to put her blinders on and execute what she already knew. I really believe there's a point in your business where you have optimized as much as you reasonably can. And now it's just time to produce more, create more, show up more, stay consistent, not consume more. I actually have a whole episode about this. It's episode 15, why learning more is not growing your TPT business and what to do about it. So if you feel like you're stuck in learning mode or spinning your wheels, go listen to that one next. It's episode 15. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the stage that I really think that most people who are listening to this podcast are actually in. These people are not brand new and you're not scaling into 5 income streams either. You have products, you've made sales, you kind of know what you are doing, but growing your business feels slower than you thought it would be. And you might even be thinking, what am I missing? Because you don't need beginner content, but you also don't need a $5,000 mastermind. What you really need is clarity and focus. Sometimes the issue is not that you need more knowledge. Sometimes you just need direction. You might need to tighten your niche or improve consistency or batch better or actually send the emails, right? Finish what you have started. Stop starting new things before the old ones are working. These types of problems are not the kind of problems that beginner sellers have, and they're also not advanced scaling problems either. You're like right in the middle. This is a time that you want to refine your systems and your thinking and your just small tweaks in your business. And it requires that you step back and you ask, what actually moves the needle in my business right now? Some people start lots of little things and they get stuck in all of the details and all of the things that are going on in the business, but they haven't looked at what is actually making money in the business. And so they're doing all of the things, but only like 1 or 2 are making money. That's what I mean by refinement problems, okay? Where you have to stop and ask yourself and kind of like really evaluate your entire business and see what is actually working and what is not working. Okay, so that's just one kind of problem that you might have when you're in the messy middle. This is also where coaching really comes in. Let's say that you already know how TPT works. You've learned all of the ins and the outs of it, and now you are asking yourself, what next? Should I start a membership, a website, a podcast? Should I do PD? Should I offer my products to businesses? It's like, where am I going? How am I supposed to diversify my products and my income? I am ready for more, but I don't know what all of the options are. So you're no longer at the point of how does it work? Now you are wondering, what is your path? It's kind of like when you teach kindergarten through second, right? First, your students are learning how to read. They're sounding out words. They're figuring out the phonics part. But once they know how to read, we don't continue to just teach them the same things over and over again. These kids need something different. Now they need to read to learn, right? Now they need to analyze. Now they need to think about what they are reading. Business is the exact same way. At first, you are learning how things work. You're learning the ins and the outs and how to post and what to create and how people are going to see your resources and all of those things. You learn all the technical things, but eventually it's not going to be about the technical things anymore. It's going to be about how you use all of the tools that you already learned in order to scale your business and make more money, right? This is where personalized guidance makes sense, because now it depends on your goals, your time, your energy, your life. Now you're defining how this whole business thing fits into your life and how you are going to make it work for you and your goals and even for your family. Because at first it may have been like latte money, right? You might want to make $100 a month, but now you're making $100 or $200 a month, and now you're wanting to make $1,000 a month, right? This is where you actually need to figure out what is working, what is not working, where do I go from here? Okay. All right. I had another client that came to me and she said, I have so many things going on. I have products, I have emails, I have ideas. I'm just all over the place and I don't know where to even get started to streamline this whole thing. This person did not need another course. What she really needed was to get her priorities straight based on her goals. She couldn't see the forest for the trees. She needed someone to look at everything and say, okay, look, let's figure out what your goals are first, and then let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's do this, then this. Let's put that on the back burner because you don't need that right now. Let's focus on this. When she left this call, she had clarity. And the next time that we met, she had checked off so many things off of her list. Sometimes you realize that you are the bottleneck because you're hesitating, you're overthinking, you're avoiding, you're second guessing. You already know what to do. You're just slowing yourself down because of indecision and lack of focus and clarity. And y'all, I am not here to talk about anybody in a negative way because I have been in all of those places. I'm what you call fail forward, right? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try the thing and I'm going to fail and then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to tell you how it went. I am here to help you understand what stage of your business you are in and what you can do to improve or to go to the next level. All right. All right. So let's go through a decision filter. Before you invest in anything, I want you to ask yourself these 4 questions. Number 1, what stage of my business am I in? Number 2, what exact question am I trying to answer? Think of a math problem, right? When you are trying to solve a word problem. What specific question do you have about that problem? Number 3, have I tried figuring this out on my own? Number 4, is this a skills gap, a strategy gap, or an execution gap? Because what kind of help you need depends on what your question is. If it can be solved with a simple search, do that. If you need step-by-step instruction for a specific skill, find a course that teaches that specific thing. If you've already done that and you need direction specific to you, that's when you need coaching. So if you're brand new and you just need help getting your TPT store started, I do have a free TPT starter mini course on my website. It's there for you and it's totally free. But if you're in the messy middle, if you're not a beginner anymore, but you're also not quite sure what your next move should be, or if you're trying to scale or diversify or simply prioritize what actually matters to you and your business, that is exactly what I help teachers do inside my strategy calls. We look at your business, we look at your goals, and we map out clear next steps. So if you're ready to find clarity instead of more noise, you can book a strategy call with me. I can give you that personalized help that you know that you need in your business. All right, friends, I hope this helps you make wise and strategic decisions when it comes to investing money into your business. All right, thank you for listening, and I will see you next week.
Hey, teacher friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.